Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. Blockchain is the big trip. It's clear that money is a big deal. It's all connected. But the chance for an asset class worth $2.5 trillion to grow to $100 trillion is the biggest and fastest way that wealth has ever been built up. If I'm half as stupid as I think I am, it's still bigger than the SP's market cap, which has grown in value over 100 years. The event is likely to take 8 years to occur. That's why I don't want people to ask me why they didn't join in. We failed while they did. I said here is the first globally homogeneous asset that can be split into pieces and into which everyone can put 10% of their wages. It's the present everyone has been dying for. Bitcoin may have dropped to its lowest level in 53 days because miners are continuing to sell. This is called a cascading long squeeze. Willy Woo, a Bitcoin analyst, said that investors kept adding new long holdings, which led to more liquidations, creating a cascading long squeeze. Wu wrote about a long squeeze in a post on June 24th. A long squeeze happens when a lot of investors who were betting that Bitcoin's price would go up start selling their shares as the price goes down to avoid losing money. The price drops even more because people are selling, which affects people who are still long. A short squeeze, on the other hand, happened when small traders drove up the price of GameStop stocks in January 2021. This forced big short investors to buy back the stock at a higher price, which sent the price of the stock through the roof. Cohen Glass data shows that a drop below $1.60,000 like the one on June 24th when Bitcoin fell below $1.59,000 would wipe out $1.16 billion in long holdings. On the other hand, a similar 3.73% rise would wipe out $2.18 billion in short positions, which shows that traders are more sure that the price will go down. Wu also said that the market's fear can be seen in the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, which measures how people feel about Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency market as a whole. It has dropped to its lowest level in almost 18 months. Wu also talked about the current post having miners' capitulation event. This is the idea that miners will turn off their hardware and sell their coins if the price of Bitcoin drops below a certain level, which would make mining unprofitable. On top of this bankruptcy squeeze, we have a set of miners who have given up. Wu, saying that miners who sell Bitcoin could pay for upgrades while the weaker miners shut down and are being sold off. Bitcoin fell 6.26% to $58,800 on June 24th, which was the biggest daily drop in over 3 months. A crypto critic, who goes by the name Bitcoin Archive, said that this was the biggest daily price drop for 90 cents in days. CEO of Jan3 Samson Moe thinks that the drop in Bitcoin prices is only due to fear and bad feelings, not people selling off big amounts of Bitcoin. The liquidity cycle is more like a mid-curve, which means that the explanation is too long for something that is easy. The only thing you need to know is that the number goes up. Everything is set up so that the number goes up. So, just be a part of that number going up and own the thing that goes up the most. That easy. Everything is set up so that the number goes up. That is what happens when money is devalued. When a system has too much debt, its assets can't go down because if they did, it would have too much debt compared to its assets. That's what happened in 2008. Everything else is based on that. All of the baby boomers are leaving work. They have all the money if you let the assets go down. As a result, usage will drop. It is not possible for the number to drop. You could say number can't go down instead of number goes up. The cash cycle is only a part of that. It's the real way that it takes place. You shouldn't care about that cycle if you're 30. Anytime you see a slowdown, you should buy more number go up assets. For some, it's then a cycle of trying to get some risk off the table because the market is so volatile, especially when dealing in crypto or tech. Both are good. So then the question comes up, are you going to take money off? This is where most people stop. Then you ask yourself, where am I going to put it? Because as soon as I take it off, the basement starts up again. For a while, you could put it in safe coins. Of course, cash in your lifestyle chips, buy that house and do that thing you want to do. After that, though, it's hard to think about leaving. There is no way that Jeff Bezos could have become less wealthy if he hadn't kept his Amazon stock. When people forget that profits add up over time, Bitcoin has gone up 22 million% since 2012. It goes up 140% a year. That's 4 bear markets that are down 85%. It's still that. Last time around, Solana was down 97.5% or 98.5% to be exact. The rate of return is still 240% a year. When you're on a secular trend, everything feels better. Why did my job go well? I wrote about 2 trends. One was the growth of the market for derivatives, very big. The market is now worth $1.4 quadrillion. That was one. The other was the rise of hedge funds. So at the biggest product and the biggest customer group. It's impossible not to make money. That's a trend that will last. You should go to places where people are not religious. You want to live in a country where the economy grows all the time. This is one reason why it's hard to live in Spain. Most of Europe looks like a museum these days. Even though it's pretty, it's not a good place to start a business because the economy isn't growing. Japan is the same. China has also gone through X growth. India's economy is growing faster than any other in the Middle East. But there are two trends that make it easy to buy. They're always going in the same direction. And the trend stays the same. Every day brings more technology than the day before. It's really that easy. Because of this, the trend of digitizing everything, including money, human intelligence, human work, robots, and AI, and everything else will help shape the future. Don't think too much about it, just follow that path. There are a lot of people who want to sell goods in this cycle there. I told them, don't waste your time, that stuff isn't